Hello, all you people out there.
How's it going? You guys having fun? I was out of frame, but now I'm in frame.
Welcome to
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right,
We
this
sound
is
so good.
this is stay on target. I think my mic's working now. How you doing out there?
How you doing out there?
We're gonna have some fun.
Some
We
fun.
are having fun.
Can you guys hear us?
And
Let
we're
us know in the
definitely
comments.
we're definitely gonna keep this on as long as we can.
As long as possible.
And so yeah, this is Stay on Target. It's a bunch of goofy guys. We sit
Special
around.
auto-tune version.
The auto-tune
This is our
version.
musical episode.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta do it when it goes high. It does it better, way better. So we're happy you joined us tonight. We're gonna build this thing. We're on part number 9, and build this thing. This thing.
One of us talk. We're like
Just
auto-tuning
wanna
all
tell
over.
you musical. I love it. So if you couldn't tell, we're gonna have some fun and blow up the mic. My mic stopped again.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun tonight, everybody. Thank you for joining us for a special episode, a special auto-tuned episode of Stay on Target. Don't worry, we probably won't do this the whole time. Maybe if you're lucky. We're just glad you're here. We're excited. We're having a great time already. This auto-tune is hilarious. But we're
Amazing.
gonna build this ship, and it's going to be glorious. So stick around with us. We're gonna have some good commentary. We're gonna have some fun doing it. And we're gonna have some questions, but we'd love to hear from you in the comments.
Dan?
Let
Yeah.
us know
Oh,
if you're
there it is.
here, and if you have any questions for us as we're going along.
Yeah.
And before we go too far, we got a recap video for you to see how we got to where we are. It's about like a minute and a half. So check it.
Wonderful.
Check
Did
it
you let us know? Did you say your the show?
Oh yeah, this is Stay on Target. It's a show about all things, mostly. Look at that. Star Wars. I literally hit you in the eye. Star Wars things. And yeah, so we're happy you're here to hang out with us. And we're going to jump in this recap video. If you got any comments or questions, like Dustin said, jump in. I'm Dan. This is...
Dustin.
Yours isn't working.
I know. That's what I kept telling you.
Ah.
My
Mine
name's
doesn't do
Nick.
it. I think it's because I have
I'm
perfect.
Dan.
I have perfect pitch. I'm the odd man out, apparently.
Yo.
Let's try it again. Try
Check,
it now.
check. Oh,
He smells funny and can't read good.
darn you.
But Nick's works great.
Yeah, you guys both. It sounds awesome. Mine's like, nope.
We
you
can
just
make
normal
really
singing.
good
Alright,
sing.
songs.
Check that out. Check it.
Check. Hello.
No.
No.
Now try.
No.
What's up? I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's
You're
the
doing.
wrong
I think you're doing
one.
yours.
Nope, that was
Yeah, but I'm on you.
Dustin's.
Check 1, 2. It's kind of
There
doing
you go.
There you go. It's
Hello.
working now. Pretty good.
It doesn't do that like fluttering in between
Yeah,
though.
it just keeps cutting out.
that's how we got where we are today.
That's
so
how we got.
we like to
Now
show
we're
that
back.
because this has taken us quite a bit of time to get to this point in our lives.
Hey, could you move that helmet over there? So my mic isn't blocking it.
We have Rando Mando's spare helmet because Rando Mando is on a
mission.
bounty tonight. Ears cut off again. Yeah, so we may have to. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun building this, and maybe if we can auto tune, we will do that as we go along. We're trying something new and fun as we do. So let us know if you can hear us out there, and if you got any questions. I know Alison said, "Oh my goodness," she was I think laughing along.
Yeah.
I think
I'm sure it sounds hilarious.
there's none of it now, so we're just
Bummer.
bummer, boring. But I'll keep goofing around with it, see if I can get it to chime in here so we can play. But in the meantime,
I'm gonna start building.
Yeah, let's
let's do this thing. Part number 9.
Dig on in.
Initiation. We got a question of the week we're gonna get to, and at some point,
Trying to get to the
Use your words.
lot. Just trying to check messages on Facebook.
Messages on Facebook.
Oh, sweet. So Carla says that was a great recap, and she also said, "Good evening, everybody." Good evening
Good
to you. Thank
evening.
you for the kind words about a
Now
recap.
I just want to be
We work hard on
musical
that,
the
and it looks
whole
good
time.
every time, and it just brings you right up to speed with us. It's like if you're doing the Kessel Run,
in
but
less
in
than 12
less
parsecs.
Yeah. Measure of distance, not time.
It's both.
It's
okay.
both.
Okay. Okay. Both. Ooh.
Let's just have it. I don't, know
I
weird
don't
on it,
really
too.
know.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know you're out there. Can you give us some virtual hugs, please?
Hugs, not drugs.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Sorry, I don't want to.
preferably, yes.
Preferably.
Preferably.
We got lots of
Preferably,
things to
yes.
talk about tonight. I know I have a lot of things to
Yeah,
talk
he's
about.
got a lot of
Yes,
things. There was
I
always have too many things to talk about.
yes, you do.
Sorry. I get
Nah, just
passionate.
kidding. I hate you.
We're the best of friends and the worst of
In the
enemies.
worst of enemies.
It's a complicated relationship.
Sorry, I'm talking too much. I need to
Yeah.
just build.
Yeah.
build,
I should
build.
probably Don't rip it.
I tried not to, but it's a little slickery.
Slickery.
Oh,
Hello.
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 I don't know if you guys noticed. We are surrounded by the Death Star.
We're
at the
being
moment.
watched.
We are being watched. So the
Oh.
Imperial overlords will let us know how we did tonight. They're keeping an eye on us. We should hook up a
impressive.
Death Star
Impressive.
camera.
Most
I see you have constructed a new Millennium Falcon.
Millennium folk.
Impressive.
But yeah, it was a good week. We had a lot of fun with Star Wars this week. I know at
Yeah,
our
we
place,
did.
and
Yeah.
we got to. Should I just say right off the top what we got to do?
Do it.
What do we get to do?
with the original?
Yeah,
well,
just do
some
it,
of us
man.
got to
Oh, yeah.
Say
I
you
was
what?
there.
watch the original Star Wars. So, A New Hope in the movie theater. Yes,
What?
our local cinema allows us to rent out a screen and show a movie of your choice. And what better movie than A New Hope? We'd never been able to see it in the theater.
Yeah, no.
So
I've never seen it in the theater. It was very nostalgic.
it was super nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
so much
it was
fun.
hilarious, and it was cool just to have the screen to watch it. But the big screen, you see things you hadn't seen, you hear things you hadn't heard. It was just
you smell things you,
you
haven't
smell
smelled.
things you haven't
Yeah.
you didn't want to smell.
I was sitting next to the Rando Mando, and
There
So
were
that
some
was fun.
smells.
So
were some smells.
if you haven't seen the
It's not
movies
here
in the
to-
theater, let us know in the
I can't
comments if you
defend
saw the
myself.
movie in the theater. But we're just in the next generation after, or at least a couple of generations after the original.
the original trilogy.
So-
Original.
Original. I'm
None of
pretty
us
sure
were
that's how it's
alive, but we
announced.
got to watch it.
Pronounced.
That's how it's announced.
So we watched it on home video, and that was still a blast.
Heck yeah,
But
man.
It's about time we earned
wore
the.
those VHS tapes.
Yeah, we
out.
did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
I'd
man.
say the only thing that was kind of goofy and watching was the special editions.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if it would have been the originals in theater, that would have been.
It wasn't the Disney Plus
No, it wasn't.
Greedo version
Yeah.
with the.
Right.
Thankfully.
So there was one version prior or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
I didn't think they could make it worse, but they did.
But they totally did.
You didn't think they could, but they did.
They did. But there are some things in the special edition that I think did improve the story a little bit.
And
There's
that's
a lot
where
of
we
things
cut
you
his
don't-
mic.
You don't notice. It's like only like one or two things really, but one of the things is like the Jawas, their sandcrawler. They add just a short sequence, and it's outside the sandcrawler, and it's just showing it going over a ridge, and that doesn't look like it doesn't belong there. That sounded
That
weird.
was added?
Yeah,
It
that
doesn't
was
look like
added.
it doesn't belong there.
I don't think
It
that
was
was
good.
in the original. I don't think that was in the original because I
Okay.
think they just showed them inside the sandcrawler.
What
I think
could it have been
Could be
just like a
wrong.
deleted scene?
maybe.
Because I do remember, it was probably the special edition I saw it in, but
I don't know. I saw
it doesn't seem like it
I saw a
was-
video online that showed like a lot of the comparisons between the
Yeah,
original
okay.
and, and the special editions.
Then you're probably right.
You know, one thing that I felt like looked really good, even despite its age, was the effects watching it in the theater. I
Yeah.
don't know, seeing them on a bigger screen
Oh yeah.
made it feel that much more realistic, and you get more of the dimension, the space when you're flying through space, and the
Yeah.
creature sizes. I mean, the special edition creatures you didn't need
They're a
that.
little blatant.
You didn't
It
got to
just
do
didn't
that. The
mix
practical
well.
stuff was great, and it still looks great.
It's
so.
just not as seamless as it is now. The technology in the 90s for CGI, adding in like CGI things, was just so much harsher, I think.
Yeah.
And it just didn't blend well. If it blended
For sure.
better. But there was one scene in particular where they're like driving up into the Mos Eisley, and then this giant like dinosaur walks in front of the whole
Yep,
screen,
yep.
and you're just like,
Yeah.
no.
Why is
Stop
that
it.
there?
Don't-
we don't
we don't
need that.
The space.
Yeah.
The space is weird.
It was so weird.
It's like, what? Why would you put that there?
I don't know.
Why would you add?
George.
That's the problem. Why would you add bad CG?
Yeah, in front of good cinematography, right?
Wonderful.
You know?
Yeah, and adding scenes. I don't mind the kid-friendly, like goofy thing that happens with the one animal. The little thing flies off or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
just reminded me of the prequels, which
Yeah,
wasn't
prequels,
necessarily a
just
bad
more
thing,
like
but
Slapstick humor for kids. You know, that's not bad, and it's
Not
not really
terrible.
affecting the story too much.
the only
but
thing the only thing for me is it kind of takes away from the tone a little bit in those moments, because like
Yeah.
some serious
I would
stuff
agree.
just went down right before that, and they're going to get out of there, and it's
That's
all
true.
pretty serious, and you add in this kind of silly,
goofiness.
goofy thing, and
Right away,
it
yeah.
just takes it. For me, it took me out of the film. It's almost like an artist. Sometimes whenever you do stuff, artists know when to stop
Yep.
doing
Yeah.
things. And in this
That's the
case,
key.
he just kept adding to it, and then you're like, okay, that scene would have looked nice before because you didn't have a goofy looking CGI do-back on the side there.
Yep.
It was just one dude, and it was framed nice. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zarhimoto jumped in, said the the auto tune was hilarious. Y'all, yay for SONT time. What's SONT time?
songs.
time. Stay on target
Stay on
time.
target.
time, baby.
What's stay on target?
All you targeteers out there,
And the Bobby's in the
It was fun to watch that
with your tight
sequence
pants on.
in the movie again, wasn't it? It was
What?
cool to see that sequence in the movie.
The targeteers.
The stay on target sequence.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
That was
where we got
awesome.
our
Stay on
name.
I was
target.
so confused there for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you're
then you
right.
realize it's like a lot more than what we say.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. We don't
and
get
our-
How embarrassing.
we don't get
Our
it.
9-year-old son that had never seen that movie before, saw it for the first time in the theater, was like, "Hey, that's what you guys do on your show." And I was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
we didn't invent it,
No, we
but
didn't.
we stole it."
We just stole it.
And then Zarhimoto said the video montage was awesome too. Thanks, Zarhimoto. Yay for seeing it in the theater. Yeah, it was amazing for sure. Anybody else seen it in the theater?
Anybody
Yeah,
out
if you've
there?
seen the movie in the theater, any of the movies, any of the prequels or up to the prequels, any
Let
of
us
the,
know.
if you've seen the original, that's pretty most impressive.
I am
Most
envious
impressive.
of you
Yeah.
for seeing it in theaters, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think
too.
anything,
Because of
can
what
top
it
that
did
moment
to revolutionize
time.
film.
if I could go back in time,
Yeah.
of all the
If I
places
could
I think I would
turn
pick to
back
go or time
time.
frame to go, one of them would be opening night of Star Wars, just
Yeah.
to get the excitement.
Yeah.
And like the next day too, to go
Yeah.
see it again with all the people that are so excited to see it. It's just blowing everybody's minds, to be
Yep.
there. That would be so cool.
Well, Tim the artist
it-
was here and he saw it. Remember?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you're right. I know we need to get Tim back on.
Tim the artist.
Tim could probably build this thing in a day.
Oh yeah,
He'd be all done long ago.
a long time ago.
No offense, Nick.
Hey,
Oh,
I honestly, if we weren't doing this show, I would have built it a long
Yeah, I
time
know,
ago.
you're right. It's because
Nick
we're
would-
talking.
Nick
and-
would have been done in one day, and we may
I've
have
been
a,
like, hey guys,
we might
I'm all
just
done.
let Nick loose and film it, and then do a hyperlapse of him doing it.
Okay,
yes.
so how much are we? We're getting close to being. Well, we're like 50%
Yeah,
today.
Yeah,
right?
about 50.
We'll be at over 50%,
yeah,
and we have the Mando season 2 coming out October 30th.
and we're like
So that's a couple
28
weeks
days,
away.
27 days, 26 days away from that, whatever today is. I don't know.
Yeah,
So we got a
whatever day
lot
we're
of
on.
work to do. So we might have to do that before.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to,
Unless we want to keep building during, but
but we could film it and release it separately still instead
Yeah.
of doing
A
it
special
live.
edition.
A special edition.
special edition.
So, yeah.
Auto tune.
But hey, we're having fun talking and
Are you?
watching Nick build. This thing is gigantic,
It's
and
huge.
we're gonna need another part
look
of
at
the
this.
table probably.
It's
What is
huge.
Look at that.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Huge.
It's most huge.
Huge. Look at
Oops, did I do that?
huge.
Sorry.
Wow.
Wow.
Get
Cassette.
some whole pieces now.
Cassette.
Do you guys want to go into some news now?
Yeah, I'd love
or
to
do
go
you
in.
wanna
Well, we had a question
go
of
to
the day, I
question of the
believe.
Let's go to the question.
Check out the question of the day for you people. We've been
People.
we've
Hey,
been
all you
streaming here.
people,
Hey, all you people, won't you listen
listen to
Oh, we need the
me.
auto tune for
Oh, yeah,
that.
do
Hold
that, do
on.
that.
This
Let's
is
do it.
just
Come on.
what are we
Copyright
living
strike.
in the Stone
Yeah,
Ages
it's gonna be
here?
great.
Oh, I gotta make that active.
Hey, all you people.
Won't you listen to
Won't you listen to me?
Hey, all you people.
Hey, all you people.
Dustin doesn't ever work.
Mine's
Hey,
never
all
worked.
you
Thanks,
people.
guys.
Hey, all you
You guys
people,
sing
won't
it.
you
I don't get to
listen to
participate in this
me? I just had a sandwich. No ordinary sandwich. A sandwich filled with jellyfish
Jellyfish
jelly.
I'm resetting yours.
Hey, man, you
Check
got to try the
out.
sandwich. No ordinary sandwich. The tastiest sandwich in the sea. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Bow.
Yeah.
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 Hi.
If you guys like our auto tuning, please like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Tell your friends about us. Tell your enemies about us. Tell your Gungans about us. Because I'm Gungan for you. Actually, before we came on, we were talking about what if they did a Gungan simulator? Your Jar Jar Binks VR
Yeah.
going through. I don't even know what you'd
Yeah.
be going through, but
Just the woods.
it's VR.
Oh my
so you can do like certain things, and like one of the things is like shoot out your tongue really far.
Yep.
But
Oh
it's
my
VR, so you only see this giant tongue shoot out in front of your
Yeah.
face and go.
And then-
blah, 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 blah.
And then you say stuff, and
Yeah.
it auto corrects it to Gungan speak.
Yeah, yeah. So
like,
you're like,
look at
I
that
would
over
like
there.
to go over
What's
here.
that over there?
You're like, that's not what I said. Not what it means to say.
That's not what that means to mean.
Or just
Then it gets
totally-
like self-aware and starts telling you stuff, and you're like, "Oh no, I'm really the Dark Lord of the Sith."
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Oh my goodness.
There, it's working now.
We need to
Oh,
we need to
man.
make some games.
Wow.
You got to make some games, right?
We should make
Let's
this game.
make
It'd
some
be hilarious.
games.
What are we singing? Are we singing that song again?
Yours should be working.
On the wings of the Kiridax,
My robots, they
do attack. Way up high, way up high.
We sound pretty good without
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The perfect comment from Alice said, the new boy band.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's the
Oh,
new
read
boy
that off.
band. Oh, we've been found out.
Oh.
Oh, the new boy band. Stay on target,
That's us.
boys. Stay on target, boys. This is the perfect kind of
target,
distraction for us
boys.
because we always do a
Doing
little
something
hyper
silly.
spazzy anyway.
It's
So,
super great.
It's super great.
but occasionally it crashes and it freaks me out.
Occasionally it crashes and it freaks me out.
I think it's on too many channels at once.
Yep, we found our
Not
true
even
calling.
talking anymore. Oh, there's my voice.
I'm
Is
gonna
that your
try
regular
something
voice?
else here and see what we can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna be coming out with an album. Don't you worry. We've been working on it behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, we have really hard,
Wings
right?
of the Kyridax was.
We haven't touched it since we made it.
Wings of the Kyridax was just a taste of the glory.
A little taste of the glory.
Do you want to see what it tastes like?
what it tastes like?
See what it tastes like. Felicidades.
Hey, let go of my blouse.
If you know what movie we're talking about, you win.
Please.
You
say
win
it.
a prize.
Some French fries.
Yeah.
How many
awesome.
French fries?
Gung, gung.
All the French fries.
So many fries.
The whole generic fast food chain
Yeah.
that we can't say due to copyright infringement.
The golden arches.
You can humanize
That's
it. Let's
still
see. Humanize it.
crap.
Oh, that's just that's lame.
Harmonize.
I didn't mean to say it. Please don't take down our video.
No, it jumps into a demo mode.
Demo mode.
And yeah, so it's
Anyway,
interesting.
thanks
Yeah,
for listening to our babbling and crazy goofiness
Crazy goofy
and
talk.
auto-tuningness.
Goofy
We do sound
talk.
pretty good together. Especially auto-tuned when it's doing all the
need
work.
it.
But yeah, we got to go back into the question of
Question of the day.
Question.
Oh,
of
she knew.
Somebody already got it, you said? Unbelievable.
They knew it. They Nacho Libre. Nacho.
Oops. Wrong order.
That was loud.
Nacho.
Libre.
All right, so the effect is off, so just so you know.
Barbecue sauce. Yeah, it sounds horrible.
They're going to
It's like,
expose us for...
We're so good at singing.
Yeah, Sorimoto Nacho Libre, for sure. That's the best.
For the
shout.
win.
Did we say the question of the day?
Shout.
No, not yet. Question of the day. Why don't you throw it up there, fact checker?
Fact,
Yep.
check a fact,
What?
fact.
What type of movie genre would you like to see next for a Star Wars film?
Ooh, that's a
or
good question.
show?
That's a
It
good
could be
question.
anything. Yeah, for Star Wars.
For Star Wars.
So, genres of films, you know what I'm talking about.
I want to see a horror comedy.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
I
see.
would see that. You know who could do that? Taika Waititi.
Taika.
Yeah, you could.
He could totally do
Taika. He's tricky like
In
that.
his sleep.
Jesus.
that. That's so funny in that
Right?
movie. Oh, my
my
goodness.
gosh.
We're the wilder people, or Hunt for the
Hunt
Wilder
for the
People.
Wilder People, yeah.
Oh man, it's such a funny movie, but
What a
not for
classic.
kids, but it is hilarious.
He's tricky like
What
that.
genre
Jesus.
would you like to see next for Star Wars? You said a horror movie?
A horror comedy.
said
Horror
horror
comedy.
comedy,
Yeah,
yeah.
like Taika.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
Taika
that'd
doesn't
be
really do
hilarious.
horror necessarily.
But he brings in
Well-
some scary elements.
yeah, you can, depending on what it is. I guess. What's that one movie? That he
Twilight.
Twilight.
did? What?
His
He
his
did-
his
he
you know
did
what I
not
mean?
do
His
That was a
Twilight.
horror comedy.
his horror comedy Twilight. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. It's where they're the
Where the-
vampires.
where
What
the-
we do in the shadows.
What we do in the shadows. Yeah, it was
That
kind
was
of
a
like
good one.
making
Yeah.
fun of
It was kind of
Twilight
like
in a way.
Twilight.
Yeah.
Peter.
Peter.
That had some
brought
scary
you this
elements to
chicken.
it.
It definitely had some scary elements, but it was
Horror
also,
is horror movies are typically there's a lot of blood.
Yep.
So this one had that.
yeah.
Therefore,
He's shooting a bow and
henceforth,
arrow. Hits him in the leg.
Oh,
just is he New Zealand?
Yeah.
yeah. New Zealand.
Yeah, he's
We've
from
been
New
big
Zealand.
fans
He's
of
from
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do New Zealand.
He's from
voices.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand. G'day. No,
No,
that's Australian.
It's a little Australian.
It's hard to find the New Zealand.
It's New Zealand.
It's kind of like lazy Australian. Oh, that sounds horrible. I don't mean that to
like-
New Zealand out
You're
there.
You're talking about the
New
accent.
Zealand
Yeah,
people.
not-
Well, they say like Scottish is like a harsher Irish.
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see that.
You're not talking about Scottish people. You're talking
Right,
about
the language and how it sounds. It's more,
So New
yeah, because like
Zealand-
Aussies are like, "Aye, good day,"
G'day,
And
more
then-
upbeat.
and then New Zealanders are like, "Aye." No, they're not.
Aye, good day.
They're like, New
Yeah.
Zealand.
I'm from New
That's-
Zealand.
A little
Yeah.
more relaxed.
Brit,
Yeah, it is.
He's
It's
tricky
hard
like
to
that,
find
Jesus.
Brit.
He's tricky like that Jesus.
That Jesus.
That's Taika.
You have to
Taika.
you have to just say a line of a movie or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Cole.
Hey.
Kind of the leader around here.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments if what genre you guys want to see next. Let me throw out a few. Just
Genre.
We
we've
got an
done
answer here.
westerns.
We do have an answer from Zarhimoto.
Yeah, we're cutting you off, Dustin.
Romancy? What's romance?
What's romancy?
Romancy.
Uh,
like-
baby.
It's like
Romance.
necromancy.
necromancing?
Necromantic.
I don't know. Necromancer.
We just totally.
What movie is
took-
that from?
We totally took their answer and twisted it.
Things are getting worse all the time.
This deal is getting worse all the time.
Yeah, romance. You're right. No, I wasn't episode 2. Like amazing romance.
What?
Get out.
Boo.
It was a big swing and a miss on that
The
one.
Death Star shot me.
Yeah.
I should totally
Failed me
animate
for
that.
the last time.
Right. Admiral
We need a Darth Vader voice that we can click on.
We do.
Well, I mean, we got the auto tune, so
I could import clips and we could go blip.
yep.
Cue
We
'em
should.
up.
You should.
failed me
You should do
for
that.
the last
I could
time.
trigger them off of a keyboard
be
and go.
awesome.
When your
beep, beep, beep.
admirals failed you for the last time, you have failed me for the last time, Admiral.
Well, you had the crazy horn sound effect.
I wonder what that
Yeah,
sounds like. Auto
So romance sounds like a good one. That sounds.
Yeah. How would they
Romancy.
do it though? You know what? That book they did.
Would it be like
That book.
chick flick? Oh, Allison.
Allison. Oh, we got another comment. Ooh, we like these comments flowing
We
in,
got
dude.
another comment.
Seriously, romance action. I think you could make it cool and not cheesy.
Romaction.
Think Lord of the Rings book series.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Ooh,
But yeah, Star Wars
yeah.
is gonna have
I always
action
want-
baked in.
Always
know,
want the
So
auto
if
tune.
you surround it by, I mean, they could have done it. They could have brought what's their names together in Rogue One, and it
I
could
know
have been
that
a
was
tragedy.
that was kind of.
But they didn't push
kinda
it. They didn't push it that way. You
It
know,
hinted at it.
No, but I think if you're
But
gonna
it
do
just takes a couple of changes, and they could have made it a Shakespearean tragedy.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. It kind
Oh,
of was in a lot of ways. anyway.
Shakespearean Star Wars.
Rouge One.
Oh,
Were
they have done that in like audio format.
Have they?
Yeah,
Oh
they've
my
done
gosh.
so good. Yeah,
It's
That'd be
really-
great.
yeah. No, but yeah, romance would be good. I think because the nice thing about Star Wars is you could do it on a planet or across many planets and just set it in the Star Wars world. It
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily have to be exactly like action crazy. I mean, it can have some action and of course,
Action.
but you could just like think
Well,
think about
Zarhi said like Obi-Wan and
Duchess of
Sabine.
Sabine.
Duchess Satine.
That-
Satine,
Sabine.
yeah, the
Satine.
Mandalorian Queen
Satine,
lady.
whatever.
That would be really. That would actually be a really good
Wait.
romance.
Wait,
but that's kinda
Satine?
tragedy in some ways.
Sorry, I
Duchess
interrupted you. And
Satine,
Allison
okay.
said, or like
Thanks,
a
Satan. It's
Bonnie and
Satine.
Clyde situation.
That would be cool. That's kind of like whatchamacallit too again, Rogue One in some ways. Not
Yeah,
exactly
On
the
the
same.
run, kinda.
But yeah, like what if there were smugglers or something like that?
Smugglers.
I don't know. It would be tricky because
Yeah.
you were gonna say something, so then I'll let you.
No,
finish
you
it.
go. 'Cause I
I'll let
talk
you
too
finish.
much. You go ahead.
I just was
I
gonna
don't
bring
wanna
in the
talk
reference
anymore.
to Marvel movies and how Marvel was able to do different genres inside of comic book movies,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and you wouldn't like advertise it like this is the romance movie. You know what I mean?
That's what they're gonna
You
call it. The
wouldn't
romance.
necessarily. I mean, if it was a horror comedy, you might have to market it like that.
Yeah, to
But-
get the certain type of people that you're looking for. But, if
But
it's just
maybe
good,
I mean you would have
it's
to
good.
market it, I guess, to a degree. You would see in the marketing that okay, this one's more lovey-dovey a
Yeah.
little bit inside of all the action,
Oh,
or
man.
Bonnie and Clyde, getaway movie, or
like a musical, like Grease.
yeah.
never.
Go Speed Racer. Oh wait, what?
Go Speed Racer.
No, I was gonna say
I'm
yeah,
mixing
kinda
everything
like that. Think about what's the movie? Oh shoot! Wow, I'm drawing a blank. It's the best movie, Princess Bride.
Yeah, Princess
What about
Bride.
like something like
Uh-huh.
Princess Bride in Star Wars?
It was at that
Yeah.
point.
It doesn't have to be exactly like
And
Princess
it doesn't
Bride,
have to
but
be
that
like
kind of.
huge interplanetary to do that.
No, it doesn't
Star
necessarily.
Wars.
Yeah, you could even do it on one planet if you wanted to. Especially if it's a romance. It could be like a romance that like starts on a planet and it's like right before the Empire happens or
Like
something.
Lost Stars.
Yeah, Lost Stars is a really good example. If you've read that book, that is probably one of the best. It's a young adult Star
Love
Wars
story-ish.
kind of
Yeah.
love, but it spans a long time, but it's
Yeah.
very well done. I really like that one. If they made that a movie,
Yeah.
that would be
That would fit their descriptions, and I think
Yeah.
that would definitely do pretty well amongst.
You know what we haven't had in a long time? It seems like it's like a good romantic comedy.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore.
I don't think they really exist anymore because they tote the line of cheesiness. I think and
Right.
people don't take them as serious anymore. Unfortunately,
Well, now
Yeah.
it's they don't hold the line. Then now they've just got into like the raunchy.
I know
Like,
that's
that's
the problem.
as close
They
as they get. That's the only thing that sells. Like, well, let's make it rated R, and then we can sell
yeah, and
a
raunchy,
right.
a
yeah.
cheesy, raunchy romantic comedy. It's not even. So
Did you see Enola Holmes? I know it's on Netflix, but
Oh, did it already come out? Oh, I didn't know it came out.
Enola Holmes.
Oh, our fact checker is
That's
telling us
kinda-
about Enola Holmes.
they're not like what you're saying.
And-
They were young kids, but
So our fact checker says
I
she likes.
I can't
the-
remember. I can't place where I've heard that and why. But
She enjoyed Enola Holmes. She stated, and she said that there was some romance
oh,
in
because
it,
it's like as in Sherlock Holmes. Okay, and that's the sister.
and the light just
Ah.
clicked on.
Ding! I'm like,
Have you not seen-
gotcha.
Auto-tune
That was on Amazon or just, that was on Netflix. Okay.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Aha.
What's that? That sounds so weird.
There we go.
But yeah, can you imagine? Like I was saying before, you don't necessarily have to make it a huge Star Wars movie. You can just set
Correct.
it in Star Wars. So all that means is you have the backgrounds in Star Wars. You might have some aliens in the background. You might have some ships like that in Star
Yeah.
Wars, some speeders, stuff like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a huge space epic to be a Star Wars film and to put
Yeah.
a genre in the Star Wars, you know?
I read you loud and
So,
clear.
because there's a book they do, and it's called Kenobi. And
Kenobi.
the whole thing takes place on Tatooine, and it is a fantastic book. I think they need
Yeah?
to. I think they need to do almost something more like that. Make it more condensed.
Yeah.
Star Wars one. But yeah, that's a really good one. Romance. Thank you for your comments out there, Alisand and Zarhimoto, some faithful listeners
Zarhimoto.
and commenters, which we appreciate.
100%.
If I had a cookie, I would give it to you.
I
but I
would
do
give
not.
you a cookie.
I'll give you an imaginary cookie. Accept this gift. Dude, this hole's looking pretty sweet right
Yeah.
here. What are these holes? Are those like hatches in the top? There is some hatches in the top because that's how they grab Luke from...
Well, this is the bottom, though. This
Oh.
goes on the bottom.
Oh, well then...
This goes on the
this
bottom.
is that for...
Yeah. It's for right here.
Ooh, I love it. Yes, I
It's
do.
so great. Man, I love auto-tune.
It's working again.
Yeah, auto-tune is fun.
It's just too fun to.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, all right, let's answer this question, though, too. So
Um.
I would say, for me, we've already done... most of Star Wars is like a samurai western.
Samurai.
They haven't really gone like super samurai, which would be kind of cool to see.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack. They did actually. Samurai Jack. They did do the Clone
Yeah.
Wars, the original
Yeah.
Clone Wars. That was totally Samurai Jack, and that was epic.
Yeah, it was.
But I don't know what I'd want to see. I think, you know what I might want to see is like a zombie Star Wars.
Ooh. With Death
There is
Troopers.
Death Troopers. There
Yeah.
is a zombie Star Wars.
Are they death? Are they plague troopers?
Yeah, something like that.
There is plague and death troopers, but and like death troopers, the
Death Troopers are the
elite
elite
forces,
ones.
but then there's also like zombie ones.
books and stuff like that. But there was a book where Han and Chewie came across a Star Destroyer. No,
Star Destroyer.
yeah, Star Destroyer, and it was just
No.
floating out there, and it had been infected with
Yeah.
like this crazy disease. Can you
Yeah,
imagine
boy.
that? That would be
I
crazy.
couldn't imagine that. No.
That would be terrifying. Like its only location is on a Star Destroyer. And
Yeah, and it's like
filled
a-
with zombies.
and
they-
that's
they
where
didn't
you make
know
it a
until they
horror
got in there.
comedy.
I know, you could.
You totally could.
That would be, and they just got to get off the ship. You know, they get trapped or
Wow.
whatever, and then they're finding things out as they're going. And
You're giving away our fan film ideas.
And then
should
Jar
do
Jar
that.
shows up.
Jar Jar.
What's going on? What's going
I speak. Just because
The ability to speak does not make one wise
or intelligent.
or intelligent.
Or anything.
Yeah.
Well,
So
those are
what do you
some-
guys think? What do you guys think? Genres.
Definitely
Yeah,
some
I
good.
already told you horror comedy.
Oh yeah, you said that. I'm sorry.
You said horror comedy. I'm trying to think.
I kind of said horror too, but you know,
What?
I'm trying to decide.
I can't make up my mind.
I think distance is off. It's
Yeah,
not
mine doesn't
working.
work.
Mine's not
It's
working
fine.
very well
You
either.
guys-
Whoa.
you guys keep the
It's a
fun
little. There's a
going.
little bit of a learning curve here to how this
Letting
thing
go.
goes.
Just trying to think of some great movies that have come out lately. That the genres I really enjoy.
Genre.
Love that.
Oh, there's some-
yeah, that's
A
a good one.
mur-
Our fact checker
murder.
says maybe a murder mystery.
I did not say murder. I said murder.
You know what's crazy? The Clone Wars, the series, actually had a lot of different genres in it.
The series.
They had a murder mystery type one, like that goofy detective guy in one of the episodes.
Oh, nice.
And they had a little bit of a horror one too because of those worms on that planet that like got into your
Worms.
brain
Oh, the
and like turned people.
yeah.
They were like zombie like. You remember that one? I think that was on Geonosis.
Geonosis.
No, I'm talking about Clone Wars. The Clones of the Wars. The Clone War. Great Britain. Yeah, so what do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I don't.
Give me
I
your
don't quite
words
know.
and thoughts. I will suck them from your brain.
Really? Well, I don't know. it's
Darkwing
working
Duck.
again. Yeah. My goodness.
We're trapped in a parallel universe where we just sing everything we
just
say today.
I mean, they're all
What
there.
if Christopher Nolan just did a Star Wars movie?
That'd be interesting.
Lots of explosions.
Yeah.
Because you
There's
said
at least 2 Death
samurai
Stars.
western. Is that what you said?
That's kind of what Star Wars is in a lot
That's
of ways.
kind of what it is. Yeah. I do like westerns. Yeah, murder mysteries are very interesting.
I still think they could lean more towards samurai type movies. I think a little bit more. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's fairly Western for the most part.
They could do it.
Yeah.
But-
All right, and that's that.
You
That's
could
it.
just do
Bye,
a
everybody.
drama, a really low budget drama.
Drama.
Like thought provoking.
Like which one? Like what? Like what are you thinking of? Like what movie, for example?
I don't know, like something that's like Oscar worthy, you know?
Yeah.
Like 1917.
Like
man.
1917 with action.
That was awesome.
Could you just imagine that, but like stormtroopers?
Oh yeah, that would be.
That'd be
s-
sweet.
That'd be amazing, yeah. Something that's, because some of the best movies are like historical based
Yeah.
movies,
yeah.
and they're period in a way, like 1917 or some of these other ones.
And what if you made it?
Awesome.
What if you made it feel like it was a historical piece in Star Wars?
Right.
Like the
Yeah.
Old Republic,
Yeah,
and it was like this battle that took place a long, long, long time ago.
Exactly.
In a galaxy far, far.
And they're like in the
far away.
trenches, like a war film. That's
Yeah,
what
like-
we've always wanted.
right. Lord of the Rings, it could be that epic, you know?
Yeah, more
Or do
like
like
a
a-
fantasy type. That would be.
Yeah, or
Like
fantasy,
a
yeah.
feudal
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm changing everything.
feudal
up.
Japan.
What?
Like a feudal Japan film,
Yeah.
but set in the Old Republic,
I just feel like there's
like between Sith and Jedi.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
there's
be
so
sweet.
much to mine there. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
I
much
want something
potential.
that's, very intense but Oscar worthy. That's all I want. I
Oscar.
just want something that's going to win an Oscar.
I know, and
Who's
seriously
Oscar?
go for it. And don't make it a joke. Make it a serious.
Yeah.
You're touching on a lot of topics because there's so many serious things that happen in Star Wars I think it could fit in.
Yeah.
As long as people didn't take it as too serious. Check.
Yeah, I agree.
We having some technical difficulties. Okay, I'll keep talking.
Some technical
So,
difficulties.
oh yeah, Allison. Oh, sorry, no. Zarhimoto says, "I love the murder mystery idea too." Yes, that is
Yeah.
a great idea. I would love to see that.
Right.
Again, even if they did like the Murder on the Orient Express, but they did it
Yeah.
in Star Wars
Right.
or something like that. I will have to say, I don't know if I've said this on air before, but
Oh
as
no.
much as
Get ready to meet
as
him.
much as I think The Last Jedi is a dumpster fire, I enjoyed Knives Out. That is
Knives Out.
probably one of the most recent murder mysteries that I've seen that I enjoyed quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That
don't
was
like
a
some
good one.
political things they threw in there, but other than that, It was actually really well made.
I still haven't seen Knives Out.
It was very well made. And if you were to put that, if he would have done Knives Out in Star Wars, I would have loved it.
Yeah.
Because he did a really good job.
It's
of
murder
that.
mystery.
It's a murder mystery.
Murder mystery.
It's
I'm
Murder.
I'm in. If
Murder.
it's not
We
done
gotta watch
by
that. We gotta watch that movie. You would like that movie.
Knivvy's Out.
Knivvy's out.
It's Canadian.
It's actually
It's very
it's actually just
Canadian.
nails out, and there's a bunch of girls just.
Oh, sorry.
kidding.
Is that stereotyping?
Yeah, a bunch of guys here.
Sorry, all you ladies out there. I have a follow-up
you
question
people.
Oh,
of the
one
day.
of you.
I have a follow-up question of the day,
Oh, really?
and it's just for the ladies.
For the
I mean, we can answer too.
I
Aight.
Who is the most dreamy Star Wars character for all you ladies out
dreamy.
Yeah. Obviously, it's Darth Vader when he takes his helmet off at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Oh my goodness!
there? Can you, in that,
Quite a reveal. That's what Kylo Ren based his taking his helmet off of. He's like, I hope it look as good as my grandpa. Not quite.
it's about my skin. Yeah, can you imagine he takes off the helmet and he's all like, and then he looks over and like winks at a lady who walks by.
He's wearing a wig and it
He's
comes
like,
off
"Hey."
with the helmet. He's like, oh, wait.
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 Or what if they actually made him like really handsome underneath there? That wouldn't have
Like
made any
Squidward
sense.
in SpongeBob SquarePants when he gets his face
Yeah,
fit.
we quote that one all the time. So beautiful, so beautiful.
He's even more handsome.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Especially
What a
Kylo,
show.
like Kylo when he took off his helmet, he had
Yeah.
zero hair.
Right.
It was just like flowing locks.
Exactly.
I think that's what made it most unbelievable.
Ben Swallow.
Swole. Yeah, that was
So many missed opportunities.
like.
I mean,
why
missed
in
things
the
that.
world would he not have a shirt on in that scene?
Muscles.
It just I don't
Maybe
understand.
hey, ladies, let us know. out there.
Ladies,
Did you like the Ben Swallow?
the
scene?
tree trunk.
It wasn't that he was tree trunkish. It was
Tree
the-
trunkish.
It was,
Tree trunkish.
It was
You're
the outfit.
being very tree
It was the
trunkish.
outfit he had on because
Yeah,
like
'cause it was
the
like a-
thing came up to like
Yeah.
his belly.
His belly button.
Just
He's like,
weird.
"Yeah, I'm an old dude, but I'm really muscular.
It was like one of those classic wrestlers, like back in
Yeah,
like
you're
the
right.
30s or something like
Yeah.
that, when they're like, "Ho ho!"
Oh yeah, the fisticuffs.
yeah, fisticuffs. It looked like that. It's like,
Brawler.
what were you going for
Yeah.
here?
It's like
Oh, it's so funny.
At least they didn't put him in
I
like
love
ripped
the young
jeans or something.
people.
You know?
I gotta hear these answers though. I really want to know.
We gotta know the secrets of the fire swamp.
Who do
I
you,
need to know.
for us, since we're guys, who do you think the ladies are gonna think is the most dreamy in Star Wars?
In Star Wars, not us.
Yeah, I mean,
In all of Star
if
Wars,
we
you're
were
talking
to
about all the
answer
movies?
that, it would be the Mandalorian
Obviously, or the Death Star.
or the Death Star. That's
Maybe
the most
even this
dreamy.
blue light down here that no one knows about.
Well, now they do.
Great.
They completely
Copyright
missed it.
strike. Wait,
Nobody listens to me.
true. I listen to you.
True.
Oh,
that's
smell
really-
different when you're awake.
That's really true.
It's true.
True.
It's like a lazy Australian.
That's like one of Nick's favorite lines.
That's really true. Australian Scottish. Good day, mate.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Have you ever tried to do that?
No.
Mix,
Accents together?
accents together.
Never. Or I love the contradiction, like Starburst commercial they had, where it was like
You're a
this.
Scot Korean.
Yeah, Scott Korean. It was so. It was
I was
odd.
like, what?
I was like, what's happening? My
going
brain,
on?
my eyes, and my ears are not cooperating.
Cooperating.
Cooperating. Oh, here we go. Zarhimoto answers in the comments. Cassian Andor or young Obi-Wan. That's who
Check.
Zarhimoto says is the most dreamy in Star Wars.
Cassian or who?
Cassian Andor or young Obi-Wan. What was what is that?
That turned out better than I thought it would.
I don't know. I thought it would. You sound like one of those. You sound like one of those aliens. In
sound like
a
zombie from Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah, you do actually. Yeah, you sound exactly like. That. Now you sounded like the new version in the special edition. The special edition Obi-Wan.
Oh.
I hated that.
or something. And then it shows him hobbling there. Oh!
With the reverb.
I can't breathe. Oh! The diaphragm!
Perfect. That was it.
Absolutely.
Spot on!
I'm crying.
That was it.
gosh.
We figured out the secrets.
Thing
Oh
I've heard in a
my
while. Oh my
I'm
god.
glad we captured it.
Oh, good lord.
My stomach hurts from laughing so hard.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Well, if you just joined us,
Yes.
we were perfectly able to emulate the new edition.
Rewind the clip.
Special edition.
Rewind
of
it.
Go back. and
Go back like
listen.
15 seconds.
And then play it along the special edition. And it's identical.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to find it and I'm going to
Compare
compare.
We need to,
No, just replace that. Like, yeah, with what I did.
and we,
Oh
we
my
need
goodness.
to do a parody too, where we show Obi-Wan walking up and he does step on
Yeah,
the
and
leg.
you see like a close up of his foot. It's just, oh!
So he wasn't even trying to scare him off.
Right.
It's all by accident.
It's just it's like a robot chicken
Yeah.
move or something.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow, that was great.
That was awesome.
Classic.
I have not laughed that hard in a while.
Yep. Ooh.
Wow, thanks for joining us today.
Today.
All right, so the ladies, Alice Ann said, "Ooh, I would have to say young Luke or young Obi-Wan. Young Luke or young Obi-Wan."
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And Zarimoto said, "Oh my cow, y'all are hilarious." And then
Oh
Allison
my
said,
Nice.
Guilty Crush Clone
That was-
Wars version Anakin."
Yes, that version of Anakin, I
Yeah.
would say, is more dreamy.
Real
Although
dreamy.
Yeah.
that's weird for me to say in some ways, but
You're a weirdo.
you know, what who I think is the most dreamy is the Emperor.
Young
As he's
Emperor.
being-
No, old
no.
Emperor.
As he's being hit by his own lightning.
Yeah.
Don't let him kill me. I'm weak.
What if the sound he made in that situation was?
We need to have that on a sound clip. Just hit it every time.
I must spit coffee on my nose from that one.
Oh,
my
man,
goodness,
we
that
are
would've
having a
been
great
painful.
time here. I hope you guys are having a good time.
Wow, auto
because-
tune really brings it out of you.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Wow.
That's for darn sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think young Obi-Wan probably. That sounds weird for me to
Obi?
say, but you know what I'm saying.
Obi.
The Clone Wars version of Anakin, though, I think is, yeah, he's cool.
I still can't breathe.
Me neither. My tum tum is sicko.
My tummy is sicko.
No, it hurts from laughing so hard.
It does. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man, but yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What about
Nope.
who else? Oh yeah, that's true. Our fact checker says
Han.
young Han.
Han.
Han. What about Lando?
Han.
Lando, the ladies' man.
Lando, the
Young
ladies'
Lando.
Mando.
Young original Lando or young, the new Han Solo movie Lando?
Oh, Donald Glover.
Donald Glover or
Oh
Whoa.
gosh, what's his name?
oh, I know, I just
Yeah.
lost it.
What's his
shoot.
name? What's his name?
What's his name?
All right, so check
Billy
it
D.
out.
Williams.
Let's hear the difference here.
Oh, are you playing it?
no.
Let's
Is
see
this
if he'll do
live?
it. I'm probably getting it muted. Can't let it go yet.
That's
Yeah, that's
that's,
way
that's
better.
the
theatrical.
original.
Okay, that's the theatrical.
It sounded like a crate. The idea was he was
Here's the
going.
new one.
He was doing a crate dragon.
Here's the one I just
Yeah,
did.
which makes sense.
Something they actually would have been scared of.
Right.
the reverb. Yeah.
Wow.
You sounded just like
It
him.
was
know.
exactly
Oh my
with the
gosh.
little bit of reverb tail
Wow.
at the end.
Could they hear it out there or no?
They could hear it. Yeah, they
Okay.
could hear it. So
Holy cow, guys.
Oh my
that was
goodness.
pretty darn close.
Whoa!
Oh wow! I did not think that this show was going to turn into that.
No, you said we got to bring the funny, and we are
We
bringing
are
the
bringing
funny.
the funny, my friends.
Bring in the funny. Whoa!
All right, and this is the other one that I.
Reminds me of Monty Python.
Oh,
See if I
and,
can- see if I can
also,
find it.
also Zarhimoto says yes, Lando, and she says both. So I think she
Both.
means both the Donald Glover version and the
Donald Glover.
Why
Billy
can't
D.
we-
Williams.
Billy D. Williams. Oh my goodness.
I know. I remembered it like.
Whoa!
Whoa! Sorry if that's hurting your ear holes
Ear
out
holes,
there.
people. Come on, people now.
All right, this is the sound we were going for. Here it
Here's
is.
the
This is
sound.
my favorite.
Yep.
It seriously sounds like
It is dubstep.
it sounds like a bass drop. in
It is a
dubstep.
bass drop. It's 100%.
drop.
Dude,
That's what we need to do. That we need to make this
and make
do,
a song.
Yeah, make a song out of this and have that be the drop.
Boom.
Whoa!
That's it. We got it now. We can match it.
Yeah, we're gonna create that.
We're on the
song
trail.
from Chewie.
Or that's what makes the noise. It's just
Mhm.
woo, but it's that bass.
Yeah.
Oh, that would-
You combine the two.
well, we're definitely
We
going to
need make a
include
dubstep
that.
song
as a-
about
my
that.
gosh.
That would be so
oh my
funny.
goodness,
Wow.
that's too funny.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
We
my
really brought the
tum-tum
funny.
For all of the visual listeners, they're getting this right now. They're getting it.
They're probably laughing too.
We are going to have this officially on audio form. Is
When?
the plan by the time Mandalorian rolls out.
Oh, sweet sugary.
So
Sweet
I
sugary
can't decide
goodness.
if I want to make that episode 1 of the podcast.
How many episodes? What episode are we?
Well,
actually
this is 38 in front of the camera.
Yeah, it's
There were 2 parts of 37 because we had
Oh, yeah,
technical
yeah.
malfunctions.
technical malfunctions.
technically.
And so this is 38, I believe. So, I mean, we might as well keep going.
Let's do it.
yeah. When
so,
are we gonna?
so we'll
when
start
When is season 2 gonna hit?
October 30th.
I mean, for our show.
Oh, I don't know.
What
What are you talking? What are you
Are we
talking
even
about?
gonna do a season 2, or are we just gonna keep going with the?
Oh, I don't know if we
Yeah,
just
we could. Break
we
it up
might
into
just say
seasons.
season 2 in the beginning of season 2.
Yeah,
I don't
why
know.
not? Just follow the Mandalorian.
I'm hoping to have some new visuals by then.
Oh,
New,
yeah.
new camera
Visuals.
stuff like that. We can set up a new set or something.
That would be cool. I have been thinking about some set designs.
Yeah. So we got the options. It's
If I get
just
some time.
I only do the set design in about 4 minutes every day. So
Yeah, Dan rocks it.
not really. It was really hard to run some string and a sign.
Well, it is difficult.
Very difficult.
Need a lot of fine motor skills.
Ah, Nick, your shirt has
It's on fire.
perfect
on
reflection.
It's completely lit.
So if we had a good 4K image coming out of there, then we'd be in biz.
yeah.
In
Biz.
the biz.
But then they'd see all my pores.
Don't worry about pores.
Porks.
You're
my
not
face just says,
Porgs?
my face is made up of little tiny pores.
Just
just
zoom
like-
in on your face. It's like porg. Poor porgs.
They got eaten.
They didn't stand a chance.
I'm just a porg boy.
Let's check. You want to check in on the
nobody loves me.
progress?
Yeah, checking on the progs.
How's it go?
I got the second one.
Nice.
Look at green and blue pieces.
You done
Ooh,
good, my friend.
and red. But not on that side. Tricky. It's tricky like that, the Millennium Falcon.
And then Zarhimoto said yes, Lando. Somebody else said Lando. Who said Lando?
Our
Some-
fact checker said Lando.
Fact checker said Lando. So yeah, it's Lando Calrissian.
Are you talking about the Rando Mando?
Rando Mando Lando.
Lando Cal Croissant.
Croissant.
It's very French
It's
today.
very French.
It's very French.
For sure. I wish this
Auto-tune
did
that.
like. I wish they had an auto tune that would change your voice to sound like a different dialect.
Like
Oh,
Jar Jar.
yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
I'm
yeah.
Scottish
Jar Jar.
now.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
You'd
Let's
have
make
to. It
that.
probably has to process.
have to
You'd
be
have to
some
record it,
processing
and then it'd have
involved
to
with that.
process it and play it back.
You'd
I
also
don't,
need like samples.
real time would be crazy.
Ow. You'd
But-
also need samples of said
Isn't that kind of what?
accent.
Because they have those
They may.
stormtrooper helmets that sound like a stormtrooper. when
Yeah, I
you
mean,
talk
I guess
through 'em.
that.
Yeah.
But that's just more of like a different sound, like it's coming
Yeah.
through that's not really changing your voice.
That's like
in, like, dialect
EQ
or
and
anything.
stuff like that. But
Equality. Wait.
We also got some news too. You guys want to jump into this?
You
We
want?
I don't know what this is.
Unless you're doing something, sorry.
Is it my auto?
I think it sounds like you're in a cave. God bless you.
Thank you.
It says choir.
Oh!
Doesn't sound like much of a choir.
Hallelujah.
Oh! Woo!
Wow.
Woo!
What is happening right now?
That's sugar. Why am I the only one talking? The show's ratings go down every time I open my mouth.
No, they go up every time you open your
Okay.
fact
Every
check.
time I go, woo!
That is the best ever.
Oh my gosh.
I was crying.
I was crying
oh my
too.
goodness, that was so hilarious. Reminisce. No, but let's jump into
Jump.
some news here. Some news that we got.
Trampoline.
We're gonna touch upon is Squadrons. Star Wars Squadrons just dropped.
Squadron.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
This was the first day it came out, and Nick and I got a chance to play it. It's basically.
Why is my voice so funny?
Are you changing his dialect?
No.
He's trying to.
Trying to. I'm creating my own plugin right now.
you done?
What have you done? Yeah, but anyway, about this Squadrons. Jedi scum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hairball.
Yeah.
I just like the microphone.
Papa Pops.
I do not recommend.
Do not recommend it.
Recommendo.
You tricking me.
All right, yeah, but Squadrons dropped.
Yeah, let's
Squads.
You talk about it first, and then I'll
don't-
bash it,
no,
and
I
then
talk
you
too
talk
much.
about it again.
Yeah, that's true.
That
I'll
sounds like a
even it out.
plan.
So we
Wow.
got lots of different opinions here. So I've played it, and I'm a little bit more positive sometimes. And Nick plays it, and he will bash it. I'll
Yep.
bash it too if I have to. And then Dan hasn't played it.
I'm clueless as always.
As always. Dan
But I
is
may-
out of the loop.
Dan's working too hard here to get everything looking good.
Oh yeah,
Running
right in
good.
that sign. you know?
Looking good. I mean, have you seen the place?
Look at all this.
Wow. Wow.
I'm
Dan.
just kidding, Dan.
And now you.
Looks like
Next week
garbage.
there'll be two.
I kept this
Joking,
alive.
but-
That's a win.
That's true. He's trying to keep that alive.
Keep it alive.
Keep it alive.
We're doing it
Uh-huh.
live.
No, but so Squadrons, it's basically like a flight simulator, but in space, and you're flying Star Wars
Republic ships and
Yeah.
Empire ships.
And
Okay.
it's challenging,
What
man.
time era?
It's
4 years after the Battle of Endor.
Okay.
So after they destroyed the second.
no, it's
Yes,
Is
it
it?
is.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're
Close
right.
to
it starts, like,
Mandalorian.
after it starts like right after Alderaan's destroyed.
Yeah.
But then it jumps
4
forward
years.
4 years into the future.
So
Wait,
it's
is
technically the New Republic.
yes.
It's the New
It's the
Republic,
New Republic.
and still the
It's
Galactic
after
Empire.
Yeah, it's after Endor.
So it's basically like the remnants of the Empire are fighting the New Republic now.
Yeah.
So the rebellion is
Yeah.
now the New Republic, but it's just the beginning.
just the
So
beginning.
there's a lot of fights, dog fights going on.
Yep.
A lot of places are still being, fought over. Because
Gotcha.
the Empire is still fighting. They're not giving. They don't just give up after
Nope.
Endor.
It's fragmented.
Yeah, so it's all jumbled and there's a lot of mess going on. So.
Okay.
You do see some famous or some cool characters, I'd say,
Yeah.
in it, like Wedge Antilles.
I think that's the only one I've.
There's
come
another one
across.
from Rebels in there. I won't say that one necessarily, but also
Huh.
Admiral Akbar, which is
Yeah.
always awesome to see.
Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Do the high. It's a trap. See if it works.
It's a trap.
Kind of.
It kind of
Was
worked. It's on. Yeah.
What is that noise?
Oh, it was the fact checker's chair was squeaking.
The squeaky chair.
squeaky
It's a trap.
chair.
Boop. Is it on
Barbecue
auto-tune?
sauce.
I can't even tell anymore. This is my life now.
This is my life now.
It's on.
Everything is auto-tuned.
But there was a few things we wanted to touch upon it though. Was it's really hard, I would say.
It's very difficult.
And I couldn't find a setting that I liked
Yeah.
for flying.
Yeah.
Maybe that was part of the problem. I wasn't picking one. I would try to pick one and stick with it, but it just fell off most of the time.
Yeah.
for the controls, and
I-
it's really sluggish.
Yeah, I found one that's like 90% good for me, but then like 10% of the time I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot better in VR because they do have it in virtual reality, so you are sitting in the cockpit and you can look around, which I think that would be awesome. I know most of the time you're going to be looking forward because you're focusing on what you're shooting and destroying, but I think the most epic thing you could do is get the VR and then have the joystick or the actual flight stick to fly around and shoot that way.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
I think that's the way they intended the game to be played.
But it's very challenging. It is not easy
it's
at all. You're going to have to put in some serious time to get good at it. But in some ways, I'm not sure a lot of people are going to last that long.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to burn up quick.
Yeah.
What Nick and I were talking about before, it was
Uh-oh. Here we go, kids.
Here we go.
It's a $40 game. Okay. We haven't played it too much, so I guess this is our initial thoughts and reactions. I guess that you could
Initial
say.
thoughts, yeah.
And maybe the game will grow on us a little bit more, but I would say it really just feels like bare bones of a game.
It feels like a demo of a bigger game.
Yeah,
It
Yep.
really does.
like they have
Interesting.
customization, but it's very limited customization, and you don't even really see it or notice it when you're playing the game. That's part of it. And then, so it's like they gave it to you, but they didn't really give it to you. And-
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, and then there's not a lot of animations between things. Like you can't walk around outside your cockpit and stuff like that.
So it's literally like you just point and click on different areas, and it like transports you there.
It reminds me of like the game. What game? Like what game was that? Where you just like look at something, you point and click. It was like an old kids game.
Yeah, it
And
was
you
like
would point and click, and it would go there, and you could go to
Yeah.
the next room, and then you would look around, you would look to the next room, and you click, and you
Yes.
go there.
Yeah.
It's kind of goofy. Like
Yeah,
it reminded me of an old like or is it Oregon Trail? No, it's not Oregon Trail. It's another.
it's not
one.
Oregon Trail.
I don't know, but
There was one like called. It was called like Pajama Sam. Do you remember that one?
no, I don't.
It
but
was
that sounds
point,
awesome.
It was point and click.
Yeah,
He like stays in one spot, and then you click on something, and he'll run through an animation.
So, but it's first person.
yeah,
it is.
it's first person, but it's
because it's supposed to be immersive. That's the whole
Yeah.
idea behind it.
yeah. So that's probably why they didn't go too much into.
But you can you
Mo-
can
you can customize,
customize your character a little bit. So it's
Yeah.
not like it's not like you're customizing your own character though. It's
Yeah.
still that's why it's weird.
Gotcha.
It'd be nice if you could customize your character fully, like even the face, like some different hair, some different eyes. some
Yeah,
different
yeah.
faces, just to make it more feel like you. So whenever you see yourself or whatever, you hear yourself, you're thinking, "Oh, that's me in that cockpit."
Yeah, but they completely like cut that out.
Yeah.
There's just set
It's-
faces,
It's very bare
set
bones.
voices also.
It's just very bare
Interesting.
bones in a lot
It's-
of ways. And
Two bare bones.
Yeah, it's too bare bones.
it's too hard and it's too bare bones, and everything feels so sluggish. That's the thing that drives me crazy. Like I played Battlefront. Like if you played Battlefront, how you fly, I almost feel like the flying in that is easier and is more speedy, as in like you can really get to speed and you really feel like you have a lot of control over what's
Gotcha.
happening. Not just like you go to turn sometimes, and if you slow down too much or if you speed up too much, your turning is like,
Yeah,
and you're like, well,
like
I gotta
literally-
get up there, you know? I gotta turn around. I can't
That's
do it.
disappointing.
it's like driving a school bus through a tar pit.
Oh.
That's pretty much what it feels like.
It does. If
What
you slow
about
down
the?
too
Because
much.
can't you do like
The drifting? The drifting is extremely difficult
oh,
to
okay.
do.
It's hard.
And it doesn't. I mean, you really
It's
have
not
to
as
know
easy
how
as
to
Mario
do it
Kart.
because there's like a sweet spot. I found out there's like a sweet spot that you got to hit to drift and to get it to
Yeah.
actually turn as much as you want.
Wow.
Some really good players out there are really good at it, and they can like drift. But the problem with drifting, I found though too, is the only way you can drift is if you set your power to speed mode, which drains your
Right.
your health and your shooting power.
Shields or
So then
whatever.
you're drifting and stuff like that, but then you got to switch real fast to get back into shooting. Or even if they do get a lucky shot on you whenever you're drifting, you're done. You know, depending on what ship you're flying in and stuff like that. So there's a lot of weird quirks. Also, you can't even play through the tutorial.
Yeah, the tutorial's glitched. So
We were playing it for like
to like
Oh
the
my
end of it.
goodness.
and
we were
you
playing it
just
for
can't
like
pass.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we were like, nothing's happening.
Right.
We're like, why can't we beat this dumb
And that's
tutorial?
not just your experience. You found that other
no, we
places.
found it online.
No, yeah, I played it again, and then I was like, there's got to be something wrong with this. So I looked it up, and sure enough, it's glitched, and you can't get past a certain point.
You think that would be something that they would want to
That's
have?
kind of important.
Yeah.
At least the
done and
tutorial
ready and
has
not
to.
glitching out on
And I'm like,
everybody.
You know, I understand games are glitchy at launch, but, like, not a tutorial.
The tutorial is what you spend most of the time on.
It just
Yeah.
seems like
Like,
kind of silly.
we got the tutorial almost done. Let's just release it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to finish it.
Anyway, I don't know if very many
that's,
people out there have really had a chance to play it or whatnot. But anyway, that's kind of our experience. We'll let you know how it goes, though, if we end up liking it a lot more.
Yeah.
But I think VR would definitely be the way to go if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
but
And I'll
that's a
just
lot of money.
say that's like one of the biggest qualms I have about the game is I literally think they made it just to be a VR game and
but
kind of threw in like, oh,
Shoehorned it.
people can play with a controller if they want to.
Yeah.
But I think they based it off of a VR experience, and that's it. And it, in my opinion, it gutted the game.
Yeah. It's just
It's
there's
bare.
not enough there.
There's
It's-
not enough there.
It reminds me honestly of Battlefront 1,
Yeah,
just without the microtransactions.
exactly.
Like
yeah.
Battlefront 1 was an incomplete game that they released. And
Well,
they
it's been
charged
5
$60
years.
for it.
It's been 5 years. Every 5 years, maybe they. That's 2015.
Well, yeah, you're right. They did release Battlefront 2
The first
And they
Battlefront though was
was 2015,
15,
yep.
right before the first Star Wars.
And that was a
reboot.
total. That was like the same. It feels like the same thing. There was only like 4 things you could play. There was no story in that game. It was
Yep.
all multiplayer, and there was
All
only like 4
multiplayer.
maps and 4
Right.
things you could do at launch. So it looked
And then you had to pay to
amazing,
play, right? Or then you had to pay to get the.
And then they were gonna make you
DLC
pay
stuff.
to get all the DLC stuff, but then there was so much backlash that they ended up releasing all the DLC stuff pretty much for free. But at that point, they'd already shot themselves in the foot. And then they came out with Battlefront 2, and they hyped it up like crazy, and it was gonna be awesome.
story mode.
This is just the tragedy of EA. They're just cash
take-
grabs. That's the
yeah.
thing. It's all cash grabs with them. And
Is
it drives
EA
us
owned by
crazy.
Disney?
No, I don't know. Disney might be. They
Maybe.
might be, but they have the license for the Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Which needs to be taken away from them and given to somebody
Yeah,
who
I
can
agree.
make
Somebody
a
who
better game.
cares.
Bethesda or something like Bethesda would
Yeah.
make an amazing. Like they're the ones who do
Yeah.
Skyrim and
Yeah,
stuff
there's-
like that.
Yeah.
There's clearly makers that make epic games and
The
would
epic
understand just like the complaints of the similarities between Disney trilogies
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
regular Lucasfilm and vice versa.
Yeah.
See, in
They're not owned by Disney.
Okay.
fact checkers telling us that EA is not owned by Disney.
They're
but-
just Disney's their biggest contract because of Star Wars. Pro-
the
Yeah,
publishing rights.
that's
Did
a
they get those
huge-
publishing rights before or after Disney?
Years ago.
So they got it
Before.
after
No,
they
after.
acquired.
It was probably almost
Disney.
simultaneous because it was
Yeah.
2014 when they signed the deal. Like,
Yep.
we're gonna sign this deal, and EA, boom, the next
get
day
the
you get all the
rights,
video
and they're
games.
making they're getting a lot of money from it.
Yeah.
Tons of money.
Probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So
Not
I
one
understand
bit.
why they went with EA in some ways because EA is one of the biggest gaming. You know, they do all the
Yeah.
they do all the
sports games.
sports games. They also do
Like the FIFAs, the
well, I think they
Yeah.
also
NBA.
chose them because they do the
Battlefield.
Battlefield
Yeah.
series, which is large, epic,
yeah.
maps and stuff like that. And I think that's why they went with them. But I just don't feel like they made it look really good.
Well, here's the thing. Isn't there a new console coming out in a
Yes.
month?
Yeah.
Xbox and PS, whatever.
Yeah, PS5.
Maybe
and
they are
Xbox
holding back a
Series
li-
X.
Curious that they released this before that.
I know.
Right. Yeah.
Why
Unless there's a big update that's going to come out
with the Xbox
with the
Series?
new console,
Yeah.
and they're just waiting and trying to get some cash right now, which is kind of
Right,
stupid.
yeah.
Why not just wait?
I mean, that's
Just-
the story of EA, though. So
Because I imagine the
Not
new
really
consoles are going to
surprising.
have maybe their own issues. But I'm just saying, maybe when the new console rolls out November, December, there'll be a huge update, and you'll be like, oh, there's the rest of the game for now that everybody has the X. What's the new Xbox called?
Xbox Series X.
It's called Series X.
Series X. It
Yeah.
looks like a mini fridge,
it does, and the PS5 looks like a router.
like a wireless router.
It probably is a wireless router.
That's probably what it is.
basically is. But
And then Nintendo. I mean, the Switch looks like a.
Game Boy.
Yeah,
does,
I mean, the
yeah.
Switch
Right.
itself, the dock is like plasticky little, like.
yeah.
But it's.
I want to get a Switch, man.
It's a lot of
Alright.
fun.
Sorry. Anyway.
But I
You
did
found
see it,
one
so
of those.
I'm just curious if maybe there's something to come. But
I hope so. But a lot of people said they're not sure if they're gonna be releasing any additional content.
Yeah,
for
there
this
was no
game,
word that they were going to release anything.
which I think is
Interesting.
stupid.
it is. It's
Man,
like if
it's-
you really, if this is it,
It's
you
not.
are making
It's not gonna have a lot of
bad
replay
mistake.
value.
No,
You're
not at
only
all.
getting a niche group of
super intense
Fans.
fighter.
And see,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
pilot.
saying. I think they just based
VR.
it off of people with VR.
and people that like flight simulator type.
Yeah.
Like it is kind of fun to be nostalgic. Like, man, I'm sitting in an X-wing blowing TIE fighters out of the sky. You know, that is kind of fun, but that only lasts for so long whenever
Yeah.
you're getting
Right, it's
absolutely
like- yeah.
destroyed and
Yeah.
you can't turn.
Exactly. I'm driving through molasses again.
And it's like your fingers are working overtime on that because you have to learn how to control it all
yeah.
and shoot and then heal yourself. You got to switch between different power modes. It's not.
Yep.
I don't mind that. I think that's kind of what makes it fun. In some ways, it's challenging, but if it takes a long time to get decent at it, I mean that's
Yeah.
not necessarily a bad thing. But I don't know. I just don't know if a lot of people are going to take the time to get decent at it. I don't necessarily have the time to get decent at it either. That's the other thing. If I
Yeah.
just want to jump in and have some fun, I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm going to jump in, I'm going to
Get
get
beat.
destroyed, and then I'm going to be like, okay, well, why am I
Is there
playing
like
this?
just some regular gameplay you can do that's
And
not
there's like
multiplayer?
there's training
Yeah, you can play
and there's
with
the
bots.
story mode,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
Yep.
Okay.
I think
it.
if they would have focused a little bit more on story mode and made it co-op or
Do they have
play
like
with four-
tiers though? Don't they have like league
Yeah.
tiers?
Oh, there are many tiers.
Yeah, there are many tiers in the
Many
game. And they
tiers
have
to be
two
shed.
Many tiers.
Yeah.
But I mean, like if you're like clearly I'm only level 4. Why should I be playing against level
Yeah,
99.9
they do actually group you in certain groups so
based
that-
on your rank?
Yeah,
or
based on
whatever?
your rank and your skill level.
That's
Which is good, but then at the same time, there's it's a collective score between everybody on that team. So if you get paired with a super good
Oh,
person
yeah,
on your
right.
team,
There's
then
gonna
it's
be
a collective.
Yeah, there's gonna be 3 people on that team that are like super like 99.
Yeah.
Highest rank you can be 2
Right,
noobs and then like 1 mediocre that you probably would have fun playing
Yeah.
against.
So that doesn't mean they're necessarily going to put you against their skill level, like the top on your team skill level against like the whole other team's like all fantastic. They're going
Interesting.
to try and match it as best they can.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can get it in here and do some gameplay
Yeah, we'll do some gameplay.
We'll do something.
Gameplay, and see what
before you
everybody
guys burn out
else
on it.
there.
All right.
Yeah, no, well, I'm gonna play it some more, and I want to finish the story mode because I haven't
Yeah.
finished the story mode. But I think it really would have been a lot of fun if you could play through the story mode with your friends
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
if you could
co-op,
go like 4 or 5 of you because there's like in a squad, it's called squadrons. You're
Right.
like, it would be super fun if you could customize your squadrons and your ships and all that stuff a lot
Yeah, it's
more
not solo druns.
and go yeah.
Solo drones.
Took me
and
like
go-
30 seconds to think of that.
yeah, and create like your own squadron actually together and go through like the main game, and if they had events, so they came out with new content. So you're like,
Yeah.
this week we're gonna destroy the Death Star. You're gonna have to do this Death Star run or something like that. That would have been awesome, and you could do it with your squad. You could still jump in with other squads if you don't have a squad of your own, but you could team up with your friends
Yeah, it
and
would.
go in all together. I think that would be a blast. That's what. Again,
That's what we want. That's what the fans want. Give them what they want.
Yeah.
Cheese, pickles.
yeah, we're going back to that.
Every
When you
time.
turn on the auto tune.
Cheese.
So anyway, let us
Pickles.
know out there what's your favorite ship. What's your favorite Star Wars ship? My favorite is still the A-wing whenever I play in those games.
Yes.
Are you gonna talk about something else here in a minute or no?
Or no.
We can. Why? What are you thinking?
Well, the L package.
What?
Oh, did you want to bring that up now? or-
No, I'm just saying. Are you gonna bring that up later?
What package?
Are you ever gonna talk about anything?
No.
Maybe
Okay.
we won't bring it up
Don't
yet.
bring it up yet.
There's a
That's-
box.
That's a teaser.
Boxy's here.
Boxy's here.
No, but
That's a teaser for the future.
what do they have in? They got X-wings, A-wings
Y-wings.
And you
in the original trilogy.
U-wings.
Gold,
Yelling.
gold leader, gold team are
Yeah.
flying
Y.
Ys,
Y-wings.
Y-wings.
Gold leaders.
Gold
Y.
leaders for Y-wing, yeah.
So in that poster right there, that's a Y.
Yeah,
and an
that's a
X.
Y-wing and a X-wing.
Why?
Because
I
it looks
said
like a
so.
Y,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the A kind of looks like an A.
The Y-wing is the. I'm
The
sorry.
Y's in between the two X's.
It's right
on the
Star
bottom
Wars.
left, or
Yeah, right there.
it looks more
The
like
one that
a.
looks like a Y.
It looks more like a Star Trek landing craft. It was like
Yeah,
their
it does look Star
smaller
Trek-y in some
shuttles.
ways,
Let's
yeah.
take the shuttle and go to the planet.
Yeah.
Nobody talks like that, but they do say they
Nobody
take the
talks like
shuttle.
nobody talks like that, Dan.
The flying in this game also kind of reminded me of like, remember in was it World War One, the Battlefield 1,
Yeah.
when you're flying those big,
Oh yeah, the
biplanes?
bombers.
it
Yeah,
feels like you're flying a biplane.
it does. It
in,
really does.
like a World War One biplane when you're flying. That's what it feels like sometimes.
Like a heavy bomber.
But it's in
Yeah,
space, and
it's in
you should be able
space.
to go
exactly
uber fast.
Exactly.
and
There's no
turn on
weight.
a dime.
There's no
Like-
weight in space.
You know, like yeah, right.
In space,
Well, you know, like
no one can hear
what was
you
the one that we
scream.
liked from the '90s
90s
video game, Star Wars,
Rogue Squadron?
Oh no, I know what you're saying.
the long one with Dash Rendar.
Yeah, Dash Rendar. That
Oh,
was
Shadows of the Empire.
Empire. Yep.
Yeah, at the end you do the epic Death Star battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're on Dash's ship, the
You can-
whatever it was called. That
Yeah,
was
I don't
pretty
know what it was called.
fun.
You can turn a lot faster in that ship than you can turn in this.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a blast.
And that you're not sitting in the cockpit though, are you?
You can go
You can go in the
different
cockpit.
version. Yeah, we
But-
can come out.
you can
But
go
this one
first
you
and
can't. You don't
third.
get the option.
Yeah, there's no
I
third
don't
person.
like that. I want
I
to
know.
see the
I want
ship,
to see the ship too.
Yeah.
and I want to
that
see what's
just-
going on around me in the
It
ship.
makes it like, what's the customization for if I can't see it?
I know. It's
You
for
know.
other people.
It's like
apparently.
playing
Yeah, but you're
Rocket League, but you're
honestly,
first person.
You can't
How
see it.
close did you
don't
get to
Yeah, you
anybody?
don't get close enough.
Yeah.
It's like Rocket League, but first person.
Yeah,
We've been playing that a lot.
basically.
You'd be like in the cockpit or in the
In the
driver
driver's
the whole
seat.
time. Like
It
you
would be
can't
like,
see the
you
ball.
can't see anything. You're like, what is this? The only reason they did this for the VR and because they wanted to make
Yeah.
it
'Cause you can
even.
go.
They wanted to make it even because the people in the VR,
Well, maybe if you play it on a VR system,
it would be
can,
better. You could look around at least. But depending on
Yeah.
the ship, that's still not going to give you a lot of
Yeah.
peripheral vision,
It might.
and you can't see the outside of your ship.
You're right. I think you're right. I think it was supposed to be a VR.
Yeah, I think if they would have
Yeah.
made it only for VR, I think it honestly would have been better in
Yeah,
some ways.
it would have.
But it's a $40 cash grab.
Yeah, for
I
everybody.
think they did it $40 because
They did.
they knew it was like
They did the
not a
least
good
amount of work
game.
as possible. That they took all the stuff from Battlefront 2
Yeah.
and they just did the least amount of possible to make it a game on its own. That's what it feels like. And that's pretty harsh, but at the same time, we expect a lot more from games.
We expect a lot more.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, full head of hair right there.
Yeah,
I'm doing a lot
I'm not
of
sure about that.
I just
stuff
want
underneath.
I wonder if maybe they will make it so you can see outside your ship. And if they do that,
I hope
I
so.
would be back into it. I would have a lot of fun with that.
I think they will. I think they will.
I think they
And
will.
that would make it more like Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, and that was my point. I was like, you guys had Rogue Squadron to go
Right.
off of,
It's
and
true.
you completely gutted it.
Yeah, that's like
There are no
Rogue Squadron is a better game as far as gameplay.
There's
goes.
no walking around, which I mean you couldn't do that in Rogue Squadron.
Can you imagine if you could do that in Rogue Squadron?
Dude,
though?
Rogue Squad, like there were tons of ships in Rogue Squadron. Also,
Yeah.
there weren't just 4 ships.
No, you could. put it
That's
on
that's
one ship.
pathetic. I'm sorry. There are no
Well, they
atmospheric
started off with
battles.
4 ships.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
you unlock them as you go through
yeah,
the
I'm sorry.
levels. There's no atmospheric battles in Squadrons.
Which is dumb.
It's like, are you kidding me?
That Sweet Hunter one that they came out with, where
Yeah.
he went down to
He
the
went
planet.
to the planet. It's like,
and
why
was-
can't you do that?
Yeah, that was so cool
Yeah. Oh yeah. What else was I gonna say?
about Rogue Squadron.
You can't like the customization is so limited. You can't even customize your astromech droid.
Yeah,
It's based on the skin of your
it's
starfighter.
like so many missed opportunities.
I'm like,
Boring.
why? Yeah, and then
Can you choose your astromech?
No,
no, you can't even
You
choose
can't.
your astromech.
you choose the skin, and your
Wouldn't that
astromech
be
change
cool
colors.
If you could choose like
And it would give you different abilities.
It's
or
just-
or
something?
different things,
honestly,
more
or
shields or better
you
repair.
could customize it. Yeah, or you could give attributes to your astromech droid.
Yeah, just I haven't even played the game, but it's probably my favorite game.
It's
or
probably
something.
gonna be
I'm
Dan's favorite game. Yeah,
For
He's
30
like, I'm so
hours,
good
I'm
at this.
I can finally do the
I can finally
Drift.
drift.
Right. Whoa.
after 72
That's all-
hours.
Yeah.
That's all I figured out.
But-
It's kinda like,
guys.
it is kind of like driving a car in space.
It is, and it shouldn't be because
I wonder if that's what they were
the
going
laws
for.
of gravity don't apply in
I know.
space.
And or
I don't
wind.
think they understand that.
I know.
And
Unless
wind
you're
resistance,
between
there's
like two
nothing.
black holes the whole game or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're close to planets, but you're not in
Yeah,
the
but you're not in
gravitational.
a planet.
You're not in
Yeah.
atmosphere. There's no.
I don't know.
There's
It's
no
just so
grabs.
many missed opportunities for us. We were kind of hoping for a little bit more. I mean, we knew it was coming this way in a lot of ways, so
Yeah.
we had our hopes
Our hopes weren't that high.
that high. So
and,
and
they
it-
were already dashed.
Yeah, in some ways. I think we're gonna play it some more. We'll get back with everybody about how good it is in the future.
Was there something you wanted to sing about that?
I don't know.
Ooh.
So give me the final singing verdict.
Let's sing it. This game really sucks. No, I'm just
Way to
joking.
go, EA!
No,
Ruining another franchise.
ruin it again. You haven't
Why do you
listened
always
to
do
that.
this?
That's
You
terrible
have-
marketing for them. It's terrible for them.
Yeah.
What-
You have
EA with Star Wars
We're
has
on the
only
verge of
come out with
greatness.
the only good Star
We're
Wars
this
game they've come out with,
close.
I think, is Jedi Fallen Order. That's the only good Star Wars they've
Yeah,
come out with
and
since
they-
EA has the rights to
and
it.
I was
Mm.
I was
And that still was a little
concerned.
bare bones.
yeah, I was
It wasn't like
concerned,
bare
but I
bo-
was like, this is actually a good game.
It wasn't as much free
But yeah,
open
Yeah.
world that you.
It
like
was
you wanted.
linear,
Right.
pretty much. I
right.
mean,
which kind of
linear and somewhat
like
not.
90s games, man.
Yeah, but I think, and then the
looked
there's no
good.
replayability value
In that game.
in that game
I know.
either. It's
There-
like, oh
there
yeah,
was-
they came out with you can have a Inquisitor skin now and a red lightsaber. It's like, yeah, but why would I play through the
I
whole
already
game
played
again?
through the whole game.
Yeah.
I know what's gonna happen now at this point. You got to give me some
Exactly.
DLCs.
Free DLCs.
And if they made it free roam, like
Like,
on
give me
a-
Assassin's Creed and Star Wars or something.
Yes.
Assassin's
That's what we want.
Creed.
That's,
That's
all
what
we
we
want.
want.
That's all we've been asking
Seriously,
for.
if they did that,
Yeah.
that would be a huge.
I would buy it
hit.
tomorrow. I'd buy 10 copies of it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
10,
buy
at least
10,
10.
but I'd buy
And
at
just
least
throw
one.
them at
maybe
people.
at least 4.
You play this
You have to play this.
like it.
Because I would want them to see that the
Yeah.
fans are buying it, and they're buying so many copies in case there's breaks.
I think that would be one of the all-time best-selling games ever.
Assassin's Creed, Star,
Star
Wars.
Wars. Because here's
Yeah.
what you need to do.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
You need to have a ship.
Check.
You need to have a ship, and you need to be able to customize it
Yeah.
to your liking.
Yep.
And you need
Yep.
to be able to fly to different places.
Yeah.
And then it needs to be a free roam game where you could become a lightsaber or even
Stormtrooper.
Yeah, you could become different things or whatever. But even if it's just Assassin's Creed like, which means you have a certain set of things, but
Yeah.
at least it's more customizable and the story. It's like Fallen Order. If they did Fallen
Yeah.
Order, but you could customize your ship and you could fly it yourself places
That'd be amazing.
and then
Instead
get out.
of just being a loading screen.
Yeah, and it'd be a free roam. You could fly to a planet
Right,
and land on a
right.
certain. Maybe you couldn't go to the whole planet, whatever. But at least if you could go to a certain section of the planet
All right.
Yeah.
and get out and free roam, explore.
So you've only played the game for like a day, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's
But
a good wrap up of the initial thoughts. Unless something changes, what's your rating out of 10 stars?
Out of 10?
Oh man.
And you
I think I would
probably should
go-
sing it when you're doing it.
Ooh, gotta find my
Gotta find my-
perfect pitch.
Perfect pitch.
I think I would go
With a
really low,
really low.
probably like a 3 or a 4,
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
because
Four.
it's
Four.
okay, but it's not that great.
I wanted so much more.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. But then EA screwed it up again.
Again. Another swing and a miss for EA. Too many
Way to
cash
go,
grabs.
EA.
They just need to stop. They just need to stop making these
They need
small
to
like
sell the
cash grabs,
rights.
and they just need to not
Sell an amazing game for like $100.
Yes.
It's got
Well-
everything
well-
on it.
Yes.
Everybody would buy it.
I know.
If you give the people what they want,
us what
money doesn't
See,
matter.
I think that's the
and
problem.
and they're also pushing some political agendas in this new game
Yes.
too, which I don't
Really?
like. It's just stupid to me, and it makes
Come
me
on,
like the
bro.
game even less.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem is they think they know what's better
yeah.
and they don't listen to the fans. They just make what they want to make.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's for the.
And
it's
it's
almost
like,
for them.
Why
it's not
aren't
for
you
us.
listening?
And you can't even blame it on 2020.
No.
No, they can do all that stuff at home.
Yeah.
for the most part. I mean, I guess I don't know 100%.
What's the next like big game coming out?
Star Wars game or just game in general?
Game.
There's a lot of games that are slated for the new
Consoles.
the new consoles. Like I think some that we're excited for. I'd say Beyond Good and Evil 2 because it basically is what we're talking
Honestly,
about.
I don't think we're gonna see that.
It's gonna be a while
anytime soon.
Yeah. No Man's Sky is kind of like the closest thing we've got to what we are talking about. But the problem is No Man's Sky is more like Minecraft.
Yeah.
Which
gets super boring really quick.
It does.
It reaches its limit eventually.
It's just you have to do so much to
you have to grind.
To go. It's a grind,
right?
To go anywhere, like you have to harvest stuff just to put fuel in your ship to fly away.
Yep.
You know, it's
and then
like
you run out.
everywhere.
And you're like, oh great, I got to get more.
Yeah,
it's just a
grind.
hassle.
Gotcha.
So it's more realistic in some.
I work all day. Why do I don't want to work all night while I'm playing a game.
Right.
I don't want to virtually work.
It's
unless
cool,
you could
though,
be working while you're at work.
It is cool for the fact that you
Ooh.
can literally fly from planet to planet.
Yeah.
That is cool about it. But you can't customize your ship. You can't customize your character very much. You can a little.
Yeah.
Again, I would say the Beyond Good and Evil 2 from what we've seen it's fully customizable. You can customize everything, like your character, your ship. You get multiple ships. You can fly into outer space. You can fly from planet to planet. The cityscapes look amazing.
Yeah.
And the sense of scale
Is that Bethesda?
Awesome. No, I don't think it is. I think it's a different studio.
I don't remember. I really don't remember.
But Bethesda's also coming out with a Starfield.
So what are they doing? So they're just sci-fi, futuristic.
Yeah, so this Beyond
this a
Good and Evil
sequel, or-
2, so there was
Okay.
already Beyond Good and Evil 1, and that one came out a long time ago.
Like 72 years ago.
It was a really good game, apparently. I never played it. I actually hadn't even heard about it until they started coming out with Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is just like what we were talking about, but if they were just to make it Star Wars. So fully customizable. You can customize your ship. You have an even bigger ship you can fly into.
Nice.
You can go planet to planet. You can explore the whole planet, and it's really interesting. And there's going to be combat. There's space flight combat. There's a lot of different things, and that's why it's taken them so long to come out with this game.
Right.
Because we heard about this game like two or 3 years ago. I think 2018. Yeah,
But it's still not
and
ready.
it's been in development for like 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
Already.
Wow.
And I
been
think part of the
crazy
reason
long.
is that it's been so long is because the consoles haven't been there. Like
Yeah, the
They can do it,
Power.
but they have to dumb it down.
yeah, so they're waiting for the technology to catch up with what
Just the
it's
processing?
capable. Yeah,
Yeah.
because of
And games
Yeah,
size or
generating a
just-
planet,
yeah,
flying
right.
to a planet, and generating all the
3D,
details.
yeah.
Without like in
Blowing
real
up
time.
everything, yeah.
is really difficult. So that's part of the problem. So I get there are limitations on things, but if this game's doing it, and I mean, but I think Bethesda does it really
Thank you.
really well. They do it really good too because you can explore the whole. In Skyrim, you can explore everything, and they put so
Yeah.
much detail in
Yep.
everything, and the replay value in that game. I mean, there's people still playing that game and
Oh,
still
yeah.
finding new
Yeah.
things,
They keep coming out with ports
DLCs, yeah.
and stuff for it.
So it's like that,
They put it on the Nintendo Switch,
yeah.
and it's like,
That's
yeah,
right.
of course they did, because it's still a good game.
That's probably one
Even
of the
though
best
it's-
games that have come out.
Yeah, that
Even
game
though
was
it's
amazing.
not finished, they never finished it. It's probably still got bugs in it, but it's still a good game.
But it's fun to find the bugs even.
Yeah.
And I've been
Look at that
I've
bug.
been playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
Yeah.
and if you did it even like that, it's like that. I want
Yep.
it like that. That would be so much
Just jump
fun.
in, do some space battles, jump in, do some ship to ship,
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's so much
ship
you
to
can do.
shore.
And then you could get resources from those ships that you defeat.
Yeah.
It's
Potentially.
just fun.
Or you could dock on a ship and try and take it over
Yeah,
by
exactly.
force.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Exactly.
Or whatever, the possibility is endless. I think if somebody took the time, a studio actually took the time,
Yeah.
like Bethesda, that are known for their detailed, very in-depth games.
Yeah.
I think they're the best contender. Otherwise, Ubisoft, I think, would be a really good.
Yeah, yeah.
If
They
they
do
had Ubisoft
Assassin's
do it.
Creed,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Because Valhalla is coming out soon. That's the newest Assassin's Creed game.
Ah.
Looks interesting, but problem with
Looks
Assassin's
aight.
Creed is they haven't really improved things along enough.
They hit the wall.
I think that's the problem because now it's a little bit.
What's Valhalla?
The only thing they've been doing is they just basically now they give you slight improvements on gameplay, and it doesn't always work out. but they just changed the location. That's
Yeah.
what it is. So Valhalla
Different
is
story, different location.
which is fun.
Is it
because
the
they are
Norse
story.
stuff?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's you're like a Viking. It's Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's all cool. That's
And
what
it
was
is
always
cool.
so cool about Assassin's Creed. But they were jumping over like the first 2, 3, 4 games were like, oh my goodness, this one's twice as good. This one's twice as good.
Yeah,
this
it
one's
was.
twice as good. And now they're like
They're starting to, I think they're just starting to
0.32%
hit
better.
like a wall, and they need to branch out. I think a little bit, which is going to be
Alright.
challenging for them.
Should we
Where
stop
we at?
here?
Speaking of
Yeah,
hitting
we
the
should
wall,
we should probably stop.
So yeah, we got like the bottom-ish parts here.
look
all
at those
done.
the
I'm not really
greens
gonna
and
flip
blues.
it. I can't flip it over because it's too heavy.
Flip it.
But yeah, this section. and there's these
Nice.
sections down here.
That's
But
insane.
I think. I don't know where these ones go. I think they go on top. Hopefully.
What page are we on?
We are on 268.
Let's do some quick math here.
Let's do the math portion of the Stay on Target episode. live stream.
268 divided by, I think it's 482.
488.
Never mind. Was it 268?
Yep.
And 488.
Yeah.
We
Cha.
are. Drum roll, please. Hold on, let's do this the right way.
Okay.
We have to
Gotta
do it
wait.
what we like to call the right way. It's the right way. Is mine working? Yes, it's always working. We are 55%. you're I think when I turn it on all three of us, it only wants to do one at a time.
Yeah,
yeah.
it probably
And when
can't handle
When
it.
we do two, it's like you can't handle the
Probably.
That's pretty impressive.
Handle it.
So if we jump in and do like a time lapse another day, and then come back for part like 10, we could potentially be 3/4 of the way done with this thing,
Yes.
Heck yeah.
and we'd be only a smattering of weeks away. And we finish this the day before Mandalorian. We finish this, put the last piece on it, go watch Mandalorian, come back down for a live reation.
God bless you.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
is,
sir. Yes, sir.
All kinds of
Thank you,
all
sir.
kinds of options.
That Jesus.
Wait, is it working? There you
Is it working?
go. Always.
It's just another door. It's tricky like that, Jesus.
I gotta put Nick's on.
Bringing it back, baby.
Woo.
Hey, well, we hope you've enjoyed
Yeah.
the auto-tuned version of Stay on Target today. I'm definitely gonna have to pull segments of this out and use them in our dubstep
Oh yeah.
dub drop.
Oh,
yeah.
We're gonna do that. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be amazing.
Drop.
You know, maybe we should take the time that we spend in doing these lives and just be working on like music and stuff.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we should.
We need to-
That would actually be great.
Rip it, and then we can
Right.
be
Just-
filming this as we're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the time lapse video simultaneously. So, but we appreciate you joining in with us for the first few minutes, and for those of you that came back,
For those of
and
you that stayed this whole time, congratulations. You
you never know
stayed
what to
on
expect.
target.
It's like the kind of thing you put on when you're just like working in the garage, and you
Right.
put,
just listen to some
We're like-
dorks talk about Star
we're
Wars.
like radio, you know. Well, this is a podcast. This is a video.
It is.
If you're
Radiocast.
watching us, you're watching a podcast happen. All right.
And the building of a
Well, we
awesome
just
ship.
happen to be building a humongous,
Yeah.
the best ever Lego set ever.
Yeah.
of all time.
So we appreciate you watching our podcast,
Yep.
and eventually it will be ready in audio form. And as
Heck
you're
yeah.
listening to this on the podcast, you understand for about a year we were like, we got to get this on the podcast. We're gonna get this up. So it's coming. It's coming at you. So if you enjoyed this video or any of this stuff, you can click on the donate button at the bottom and send us $1. Send us 50 cents. Send us nothing.
And the fun thing about this being live is
send
you
you
can also help
money.
steer the conversation.
Yeah.
If you have questions about anything,
Like My Little Pony.
let us know. We will be happy to answer those questions.
We definitely would. And you never know what you're going to get here.
never do.
One time it's going to be,
Forrest Gump.
one day it'll be auto-tune, the next day it'll be the
Darkwing
Obi-Wan.
Duck.
Dark.
Darkwing Duck.
So, yeah, that's about it. I think we're going to hit the music and get out of here.
Out of here.
Do you have auto tune on?
You have beautiful eyes.
You have beautiful eyes.
You should.
I don't think I do.
Do you?
Check.
Check it.
Oh yeah, you do.
Check.
Okay, play us out.
It broke.
Stay on target.
Did it break?
It broke. There you go.
Oh.
All right, go
Do
for
it
it.
again.
It's still broken. Are you there?
Check.
Check it. There you go.
Hey, can you hear me?
Do it.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Loosen up.
They came from behind. Yeah.
Oh.
That was an explosion.
Explosion in my mouth.
See you next time.
Great dragon.
Great dragon. Before the dark times. Before the empire.
Dude, these aren't the droids.
These aren't the droids you're looking for. You may go about your business. Move along. Move along. Move along.
That's my fault.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Reverb. Reverb. Wrong channel. What do you mean, wrong channel? Am I coming through clear? Let's try that again. One moment. It's horrifying.
Dominates. It's like from it is good. Amen.
You gotta do the last one. The. Right, ready?
Here's one more.
Last one.